You're walking down the road and see a falling star, then you make a wish. Ooh, just remember, luck is no such thing. One man succeeds while another man fails. Why is it then, you ask, the stars up above, the planets of light, who controls your very soul? From the beginning of birth and throughout eternity, that's the stars up above.
Just ask them.
Ooh,
Just ask them.
the planets of light, who controls your very soul? Ask them why you is so sound and practical, yet Gemini, so inconsistent. Ooh, let me tell you a secret I know the world over.
Hi, and welcome to Astrology Numerology Now. I'm your host, Z Starman. We're coming to you live from the studios of Manhattan Neighborhood Network here in New York City. We got a lot to talk about tonight. A couple of days ago, Levi Stubbs of the Four Tops R&B singing group. Things come in bunches, and Levi Stubbs, I'll be there. We all grew up on, at least I did, we grew up on these famous R&B singers, and they will be truly missed. But it's time to move on, and life is for the living. And welcome to Astrology Numerology Now. I want to say hello to all the Aries, the Tauruses, the Geminis, the Cancers, the Leos, the Virgos, the Libras, the Scorpios, the Sagittarians, the Capricorns, the Aquarians, and the Pisces. Welcome to Astrology Numerology Now. Now, before we go to the phone lines, this show, if you're just tuning in for the first time, is for people who like astrology and numerology. And of course, if you would like a mini reading live right now, you got a question about astrology and numerology, if you want to talk about your relationships or business or love or money, I'll answer that. I'm Z Starman. I'm a professional astrologer. We've been doing this show now here on MNN about 6 months now. I think we started maybe a little bit more than that. And this show is for you, the viewer, to talk about astrology and numerology. Now, before we open up the phone lines, we're going to talk, Mercury retrograde just passed. Thank God Mercury retrograde passed, and we're able to do more things, and things that we had put off, we can move forward and move in the right direction. Now, this is a show also for serious astrologers, and I'm just going to tell you right now where the planets are. The sun is in, of course, we're on the last stages of Libra. The sun is 27 degrees of Libra. The moon, which is responsible for our emotions and feelings, is in the sign of Cancer. It's going to be a very sensitive night for Cancerian people. Mercury, as we speak, is in the sign of Leo. Venus is in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarian people, Venus, the sign of money and beauty. Should be a lot of good things happening for Sagittarian people as far as their money, getting their money on in the next couple of weeks. Mars is in the sign of Scorpio right now. Jupiter is in the sign of Capricorn. Jupiter is the planet of expansion and good luck. Saturn is in the sign of Virgo. Saturn is about restrictions and little limitations. So you Virgo people may be under a lot of challenges right now. Uranus is in the sign of Pisces right now. You seasoned astrologers know that we're experiencing a Uranus-Saturn opposition. Uranus in Pisces and Saturn is in the sign of Virgo, so it could be very stressful right now. We have Neptune in the sign of Aquarius. Aquarian people, you're being uplifted and being very spiritual right now. And we have Pluto on the last stages of Sagittarius, and that's at 28 degrees of Sagittarius for you seasoned astrologers out there. And the moon's north node, it's not a planet, but it's an astrological highlight saying what we should be doing. And if you have moon's north node, it's in Aquarius right now, and it's very fortunate for Aquarius people. Now, before we go to the phone lines, this Tuesday on the 22nd, we begin the sign of Scorpio at 9:09 p.m. That's when the sun starts, or the sign begins in Scorpio. So you Scorpios coming up with your birthdays, the sun in New York City at 9:09. Let's say in California, which is 3 hours behind us, that's going to be at 6:09 when Scorpios start. So before we go to phone lines again, this is Astrology Numerology Now, and we got our birthday greetings to shout out. You know whose birthday today is? Snoop Doggy Dogg. It's his birthday today. He turns 37. Viggo Mortensen of Lord of the Rings fame, very good actor, New York City-born Viggo Mortensen. He turns 50 today. Black Panther activist Bobby Seale, right on, my brother. He turns 72 years old today. Bobby Seale is 72. Can you believe that? And Dr. Joyce Brothers. Dr. Joyce Brothers is 80 years old, and she was one of the original TV psychologists. Born on this day, who are no longer with us, unfortunately, is New York Yankee great Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle was born on this day, and one of my favorite actors and my producer and director, Dee Dee Kelsey's favorite actors, Jerry Orbach. Broadway Jerry Orbach, and of course, a lot of us know him from Law and Order fame as the detective. I forget his name, the character's name, but he was born in today. Before we go to the phone lines again, I'm going to welcome a couple of new viewers. I want to give a shout out to Deborah Lynn Wainwright. Hey, Deborah, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. It's good to have you. And Elaine, the teacher, she's born September 1st, and she's a Virgo with the moon in Taurus. And we're about ready to go to phone lines. Hello? Welcome to Astrology Numerology Now. I'm your host, Z Starman. Who am I speaking with?
Okay, Brother Gemini, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
It's Stefan Omar. I'm one of your favorite listeners.
Once again, you're one of my favorite callers. How you doing tonight?
Okay, everything is mellow, my brother.
All right.
I have no cry for you, and I know Brother Frank Williams is listening to you also.
Okay.
Who happens to be a Taurus, born the same day.
What day is your birthday again, Stefan?
Well, I'm born the same day as William Shakespeare.
That's the 23rd.
There you go.
April 23rd.
There you go.
Taurus, right on the first beginning stages of Taurus.
Okay.
How can I help you tonight, Stefan?
Okay, I'm calling about a relative of mine who is it's a Scorpio. He's he's not feeling that well, and it's about legal problems. His birthday, he's born in La Belle Provence in Montreal.
Okay.
And
when's his birthday?
He's born the 20th of November, 1971.
20th of November, 1971.
At approximately 5:54 in the p.m.
20th of November, 1971?
Yes, sir.
For you just tuning in, what astrologers do is we look at where all the planets are on any given date in history. So I'm going to look up November 20th, 1971 for you. And as we turn to those pages, November 20th, that sign is Scorpio. Now, he's with the moon. His moon sign is Sagittarius, Stefan. Okay. He's a Scorpio with the moon in Sagittarius, and your moon sign tells about you emotionally. And he has Pluto transiting in the sign of Sagittarius right now. So this brother, he's gone through a lot of emotional trauma over the last couple of months. But you know, it should start to get better because Venus is in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, Pluto is the transformation factor. Now, Venus, it just entered the sign of Sagittarius, and it's going to bring about a little bit more healing towards him. But also, he has a square transiting Neptune in Aquarius, squaring his Scorpio sun. So this brother, he has to be monitored around the clock, make sure, and I'm not joking or anything like that, but, you know, be careful and place him on a suicide watch.